Hello, my friends. Sunday, April 28th, 2019, 9:07 p.m. Last night, we spoke about a situation that developed in the Atlantic Ocean just above Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. We had a tsunami buoy be triggered, and we looked into the details. We see where it happened between the 26th, here would be the 27th, and then currently today is the 28th. So we found that line right in that area there. So, and then we discussed how these buoys go off for 24 hours once they are triggered. Now watch this. This is very interesting. So I go back to the buoy site. I was expecting this. The thing should be still blinking. It's within that 24-hour period. But that's not the news here. The news here is that there has been a second event that re-triggered this buoy today. So if I zoom out a little bit here, we're going to be able to see that too. Now we have two separate events that have set off this exact buoy two times in 2 days. So now this will go off for another 24 hours. The first event, which we talked about last night, is right here. This red line you see. The second event happened almost 24 hours later, and you could see that right here. So there was another jolt in the water in this area. There were no major quakes in this area like we saw yesterday when we talked about that 3.7 right around this area here, which would make me wonder why this buoy or this one or even some of these weren't triggered and why this one specifically. If this buoy were in an error phase or was not working correctly, they would highlight it in red as these put out information every 8 hours. I said 24 yesterday. The yellow buoys are represented by data put out within the last 8 hours, and the red ones are ones that have not put out data within 24 hours. So, again, guys, we are seeing this exact buoy. It's a tsunami buoy, too. It's not just one of our normal buoys out there measuring weather temperatures or water temperatures. This is a tsunami buoy, and for whatever reason, this is the second day in a row this thing has gone off. So we are still looking into finding out why this is happening. On that topic, as far as earthquakes, tsunamis, this and that, thank you, Chris Adams. Once again, guys, you can reach him at @RarePhotograph on Twitter. He sends me tons of info on earthquakes, and we had another pretty significant earthquake in Nevada today, northwest of Austin, Nevada. 4.1. Guys, this thing was about 2 miles deep, very shallow. Anyone in this area would have felt it. Fortunately, it's not a super populated area, but that is not the concern here. The concern here is the magnitude of earthquakes we're seeing in Nevada now. Not completely uncommon, but it's rare to see more than one in a year, I would say. Give or take a year, you see those 3.7s, a 4.0 here and there. We know Tennessee has had its share of earthquakes this past year, a couple 4s, a 3. In fact, I have them labeled on Google Earth here. I do. The Decatur, or however you guys told me how to pronounce it. I'm going to go with just say it mode from now on. So I appreciate the corrections. I will learn as I go, but you see, we're starting to see these in groups, guys. That's the thing here. This was a few months back, a 4.4 followed by a 3.0 in Tennessee, and then if you remember, we had that the mine collapse in Alabama. Then 2 hours later, we had a pretty significant quake in the western border area of Tennessee. That was all within the last 2 weeks, and now we are dealing with a swarm going on in Nevada. So what's going on here? I don't know. We need to figure this out. This is getting very interesting because these quakes are happening in places that they normally do not. So just wanted to bring this to your attention. Make sure everyone is aware of it. This is a 4.1, 3.8 kilometers deep. That's just over 2 miles down into the ground. Very shallow. So if this was in a populated area, this would be all over the news. But it wasn't, so it's basically swept under the rug, unfortunately, but not on this channel. So, all right, with that said, let's take a quick look at what's going on in the U.S. Lots of lightning. These are live shots right now. We got a front going through basically the I-70 corridor, just like we talked about yesterday. And these are pretty active cells, guys. They're producing strong storms, hail, you name it, damaging hail especially this one right here. This thing's going to be interesting as it makes its way to the east. Now, I want to look into, here it is right here, this snow chart. We could be expecting some snow on the back end of this new system rolling in from the west. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and that will be for another video. For right now, I want to focus on this buoy situation and see if we can get some more information about it. Let me zoom out here so you guys can see the full event detail section of it. You got to kind of zoom out a lot to get this screen to pop up, but you can see it right here, guys. This measures the wave height, and you can see they go by meters. 5,735 meters. Basically multiply that by 3, and that's how many feet deep this part of the ocean is. And then these waves here is the difference in the not so much wave heights, but the ocean height at that time. This is over a gradual time period. So, but to see two active events going on within a 24-hour period on the same exact buoy leads me to believe one thing, or a couple things actually. One, that the buoy is either misfunctioning. I would think at this time, after the first trigger, they would have either put it out of commission or at least be working on it. But then for it to put out another event, that means it is functioning or it's malfunctioning and putting out events that don't really exist. You could see this one was at the lower crest of this part of the day where the ocean's a little bit lower and then it rises back up. So your guess is as good as mine with this. This is why I'm starting to study these buoys and exactly how they work and which ones do what. So these are important buoys because when you click the tsunami tab, these are the ones that pop up. We have all these buoys in the ocean all over the world, but when you click on the tsunami ones, this is one of the tsunami buoys that is constantly pulsing, and this is the second day it has been doing so. So, all right, guys, that's what I wanted to get out to you. I do have a weather video coming out tonight later on. I know I get these videos out late, so a lot of you miss them, and I apologize for that. It's just my current schedule. Really quick, just for the past, these are the last recorded possible tsunami-threatening earthquakes, which have all expired, by the way. But for some reason, they will not acknowledge this area. They acknowledge the Alaska one, which was a magnitude 4. They did the ones in Hawaii, 4.1. And then obviously over by the western part of the Pacific Ocean, Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, the Philippines, they have their location marked there as well. But nothing where this tsunami buoy is just above Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. So, all right, guys, with that said, that's what I got for you for now. Nevada, take care. Watch out. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. We got a lot going on in this country, guys, and we have a lot coming up. So I will be back shortly. Thank you for paying attention, and thank you for continuing to support this channel, guys. It means the world to us. We put every extra second we have into this channel. And I hate even bringing this up. I don't even like talking about this stuff, but if anybody in the last 2 months has tried using our PayPal link to send a donation, unfortunately, I had no idea, but the link was broken. It has since been fixed. You could find it in the About Me section of any video, or you can just go to paypal.com or paypal.me/into thin air. It's in the newer videos. I put it in the default areas, so now we shouldn't have any more hiccups there. Like I said, I don't like talking about stuff like that, but it is there for those of you that feel generous and want to help us out. We will never ask for anything that is not what we're about. But it's there for your use. Guys, thank you so much. Sorry about the ramble there. I want to get this out to you. I hope everybody is well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I am working on that weather video for you as we speak. All right, guys, have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.